As some extracurricular activity, it looked like Robinson and T.J. Lang. That's not good. That's Robinson's foot.
Watch this play. Jalen Ramsey lets Andrew Luck slide. Remember with the divot that came up? We showed you this play earlier, but watch.
Right there.
Oh, my gosh.
That's uncalled for, man.
The darker side of the NFL, characterized by unsportsmanlike conduct, dirty play, and off-field controversies, threatens to undermine the values of respect, integrity, and fair competition that are essential to any sport.
This is just uncalled for in the NFL. Watch the knee here being stuck out on purpose to trip up Nolan Carroll. Not sure who that person is, but they should be ashamed of themselves.
Nolan Carroll tripped by Jets coach Sal Alassi. In the third quarter of Miami's 10-6 victory, Dolphins cornerback Nolan Carroll was tripped by the strength and conditioning coach of the New York Jets while covering a punt on the sideline. On the sideline, Alassi stuck out his left knee and tripped Dolphins CB Nolan Carroll. Running along the sideline, Nolan stumbled and fell to the ground. He has to leave the ground because of the injury. The New York Jets assistant coach was fined $25,000 and suspended by the team for the rest of the season, including the postseason.
Trying to see if he touches. Oh, he hit his arm as he walked away.
Stokely tossed for conduct with referee. Stokely claimed that during a 3rd-and-1 pass over the middle, there was interference. Referee threw the flag down and Stokely argued and ran towards the referee. He started insulting the referee, and out of rage, he flung his fist up and accidentally jabbed the official in the finger. Late in the first quarter, Stokely was given a penalty for unsportsmanlike conduct and was taken out of the game. Following an argument, Broncos wide receiver Brandon Stokely unintentionally struck a referee, leading to his ejection from the game against the Philadelphia Eagles.
That's not good. That's Robinson's foot.
Tavius Robinson hit on T.J. Lang. Mason Crosby of the Packers hit the field goal, but Tavius Robinson fell on the ground when Mason kicked the ball. Robinson's legs were in the air when he placed his foot on T.J. Lang's private part. They started fighting when the other team's players and the referee tried to separate them. The referee gave a personal foul to Robinson.
And you don't want to get, there's security there. You don't want them to get involved. Now he's been ejected. He should be headed to the locker room.
Seattle defensive lineman Quentin Jefferson fight with Jaguar fans. Seattle defensive lineman Quentin Jefferson ejected from the game as he went to the locker room tunnel. A Jaguars fan standing in the front row threw a drink bottle that passed over Jefferson's head. Jefferson stopped and removed his helmet and approached the stadium wall. Jefferson turned abruptly to the left at this moment to address the concerned supporters and started shouting in the direction of the front row while being held back by Seahawks representatives. After being nearly struck in the head by another flying item, which looked to be a drink, Jefferson went insane and attempted to climb the stands as he was pulled back by the officials.
Foolish. Foolish. What is he doing? Take him by the neck?
Aaron Donald grabbed Patton's neck. 49ers quarterback Blaine Gabbert tried to scramble on the run and was taken to the ground by linebacker Alec Ogletree, who caught him from behind. Both the teams started fighting and arguing with each other. Donald joined the fight that time. He ran and grabbed the Quentin Patton neck for some unknown reason and tossed his helmet aside. The flag was thrown. After all these, referees conferred and assessed 2 penalties against Donald, a 15-yard personal foul and unsportsmanlike conduct penalty for making contact with an official that led to his ejection, and Donald threw his helmet on the ground with so much rage.
Jacoby Jones gets by Sweezer and taken down at the 27-yard.
Jacoby Jones dodged Mike Tomlin on kickoff return. Baltimore Ravens wide receiver Jacoby Jones returns a kickoff 73 yards and raced down the sideline in a game against the Steelers for what appears to be a touchdown. Tomlin seemed to have approximately half of his foot on the field as Cortez Allen chased punt returner Jacoby Jones along the Steelers sideline. When Jones noticed Tomlin on the field, he either swerved to avoid him, losing a little speed, and Allen just so happened to catch him from behind in 27 yards. The NFL fined Pittsburgh Steelers coach Mike Tomlin $100,000 for interfering with the play of Ravens kickoff returner Jacoby Jones.
With Vrabel in Houston back in 2014. Big hit there. Wow, don't take your helmet off. That's Darren Bates.
And there's the flag for taking his helmet.
Darren Bates pushed Sean Wilson. With just less than a minute left in the third quarter, Sean Wilson caught the pass during the match when Darren Bates came at full speed from the left side and pushed him with all the force along the sideline. He then took off his helmet and started celebrating by showing a call sign with hands. The flag was thrown and he got penalty of unsportsmanlike conduct of 15 yards.
It's a little banged up. He's down. Someone comes by and hits Gronk from behind.
And then Gronk, this is going to get flagged.
Oh, Gronk's 100%.
Gronkowski blindside cheap shot to Tre'Davious White. With less than 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, Tre'Davious White intercepted a ball from Tom Brady when he was covering Gronkowski. As White was lying face down on the turf at New Era Field, Gronkowski shuffled his feet a few times as he approached White. He got off his feet and struck White late, pushing his arm into the back of White's helmet with his shoulder. Despite receiving a 15-yard penalty for unnecessary roughness, Gronkowski was not ejected from the game.
He's good for 5. Wow. And let's check in. Oh, now we got a fight.
They are going at it. At first, I thought they were joking, but
Javon Wims ejected after throwing a wild punch at C.J. Gardner-Johnson. The wide receiver approached Gardner-Johnson from behind and seemed to grab hold of his chain and snatched it. He then threw a wild punch at Gardner-Johnson despite both men wearing a helmet. Wims then shoved his opponent in the face. Then Gardner-Johnson's New Orleans teammates rushed in to help. When referees attempted to calm both teams, this led to a ferocious altercation in which bodies were thrown everywhere. Wims was ejected for a personal foul for unnecessary roughness. Even though the NFL produces some of the world's top athletes, poor sportsmanship is a common occurrence there. To resolve these problems and preserve the values of honesty, fair play, and respect, the league, teams, and players must work together. The NFL can keep enthralling fans and setting a good example for players everywhere by promoting a culture of sportsmanship.
Oh, you Darren, you didn't need to tell us about it, and here it is. Terrific inside-out play. Takes away the angle.
Roethlisberger in trouble, throws it in. What a catch! A catch to clinch.